there is a problem where somebody will say, I'm uncomfortable with your emotions. You need to go see, that's what they're saying. You should go see a therapist because your emotions are too big. What they're really saying is, I'm uncomfortable handling your emotions. I don't want to deal with them. You need to do the work so that I don't have to.
Yeah. It's like you saying you need to go to therapy versus you probably need a therapist, dude. Like, I'm not equipped. One of the reasons I got into therapy was because I was ill-equipped when I was dealing with someone with huge, big emotions, and I want to reach out. I had this huge swell of like caring for this person, and I had nothing. And I was like, I think you need help. And I was like, man, I wish I knew what to say in that situation, and I didn't.
Yeah, you need more than I can give, and that is a vulnerable thing to say too. Yeah, absolutely. And then you've got people who are like, stop it, you need to go to therapy, because that's I don't want to make it sound like I'm making fun of like people who are having an emotional reaction. In my mind, that's like someone yelling at, and you did this and you do that, and like this person counting, please see somebody to deal with your anger because this is scaring me. That's another way that people would say that in this exercise.
We've mentioned, and I know gaslighting is in the American lexicon, like gaslighting. I've never seen the movie where it came from, but you have, I think.
Yeah, I mean, gaslighting specifically refers to, there's a character in the movie who they had gaslight lamps, and he keeps turning down the gas, and so his wife's like, it's getting darker in here, and he's like, no, it's not, you're going blind.
Oh my gosh.
And that's gaslighting means that you're lying about something to make someone believe something that isn't true so you can have power over that. Good movie.
That is pretty good. And when you say you're gaslighting me is often used as a weaponized therapeutic phrase, as like, stop saying hard things to me, or stop challenging what I'm thinking. Stop challenging me. You're gaslighting me. Or like, didn't you drive the car last? You should have gotten gas. No, you drove the car last. No, yesterday you drove. Stop gaslighting me. You drove the car last. Like, oh, okay. Like, no. Gaslighting as a therapeutic term is actually a very deliberate way of manipulating, and it comes with like personal insults. It's not just one of you being incorrect about something, and trauma as well. So even at my level with students at a PhD, and forgive me if anybody who's listening to this, but in my classes, people will say like, I grew up with man, it was little t trauma of well, I don't want to give away whoever it was, but anyway, they say the word trauma as if it were like childhood is just that way. That was the phrase that they used, like, grow up with the trauma of like living in North Carolina. And I'm like, what? And studying trauma, they also have this phrase of like big T trauma and little t trauma, meaning a big T trauma, you have an index trauma that actually have PTSD from, and little t traumas that like nobody escapes childhood unscathed, that type of little t trauma. But to say this is traumatizing me actually has clinical significance. And so me as a trauma researcher, when I hear someone saying trauma, I have to in my mind think, okay, you mean little t trauma. Why does everyone say trauma? Why don't you just say another word? Why is everyone saying trauma all the time for everything? It just gets me.
Could you do me a favor? And this is maybe an episode we can do later in more depth, but will you define trauma for me?
Man, so it's more like defining the symptoms of being traumatized. So the DSM has so the answer to your question is no, I can't.
I'll tell you what I think while you look up yours. I'll tell you what I kind of tell people what trauma is. And you are studying this, so you can tell me if I'm right or wrong.